Good evening, everybody. I am Manoj Kumar Chaudhary, Advocate, Supreme Court of India. Welcome you all on behalf of Nani Palkiwala National Law Club. Today we have a Jayprakash Somani sir, Advocate, Supreme Court of India, and Founder Director of Nani Palkiwala National Law Club. In this Nani Palkiwala National Law Club series, today we have a 14 corporate laws in 20 minutes.
41.
41 corporate laws related to companies, creation of companies, governance, regulation of regulatory compliances. Then we have a corporate finance, securities and capital market. Apart from that, agreements for merger acquisition, joint venture. Then we have a technology transfer and pertaining to intellectual property rights, copyrights related to the corporate inventions. Then we have a conflict settlement either from the litigation or arbitration. These are the different sections that will get covered with the different acts. So over to you, sir, to enlighten all the acts regarding the corporate law.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoj. Yes. Friends, now how it is possible to cover 41 corporate laws in 20 minutes? So first question is, are there corporate laws 41 or it may for more than 41? So answer is, it is more than 41. I will show that. So today's session is only introduction of them. So I will tell you in 20 or maybe in 30 or maybe in 45 minutes the name of that law and give 2-3 line description of that law. Okay. And then at the end I will tell you how we are giving you the full information step by step. Okay. And how we can provide you all these 41 or 42 or maybe 43 corporate laws with key features, with regulations like that. So just stay till the end of this program. So you will get all these things. So now I am initiating this program to read all the 41 corporate laws. What is corporate law? Corporate law means a law which is useful, which is in the usefulness of the corporate governance. So to run the corporate, which law is useful? That can corporate laws. Broadly, corporate laws are categorically 10 to 11, like Companies Act, Competition Act, like that, Insolvency Act, then FEMA law, then custom, like that. But we are now giving you 43 corporate laws. So first, Companies Act 2013. This act governs the formation, functioning and regulation of companies in India, ensuring transparency, accountability and protection of stakeholders' interest. Second corporate law is Competition Act 2002. This act aims to promote fair competition, prevent monopolistic practices. So one should not create monopoly. So big giant like Google, Facebook, they should not create any monopoly. So this Competition Act is there. With the grace of God, Lord Krishna, I am the panel lawyer for Supreme Court of India of CCI, Competition Commission of India. So to prevent monopolistic practices and protect consumer interest through the establishment of the Competition Commission of India, that is CCI. 3. Credit Information Companies Regulation Act 2005. This act regulates credit information companies to ensure the confidentiality, accuracy, and security of credit information while facilitating access to consumer credit, like CIBIL. So the control on CIBIL like companies, credit information providing companies. So this is Credit Information Companies Regulation Act. Then for Depositories Act 1996. Friend, it provides a legal framework for establishment of depositories in India for the electronic maintenance and transfer of securities, enhancing efficiency and transparency in the capital market. So earlier there was a certificate of shares in physical form. Now that share is in demat form. So demat, what is a demat? So demat is everything about demat is covered in this Depositories Act 1996, friends. 5. Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. With the grace of Lord Krishna, I am insolvency professional also, and I am conducting liquidation process, IP, insolvency, then IRP, RP, resolution profession, then IRP, like that. So all these position I am handling in different companies because of this examination I have clear. So Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code. So this act consolidates the laws relating to the insolvency and bankruptcy, providing a clear and time-bound framework for resolving insolvency issues of individual and corporate entities. 6. Limited Liability Partnership Act 2008. This act governs the formation and regulation of limited liability partnerships in India, combating the characteristics of the partnership and corporations while limiting the liability of partners. Then Securities and Exchange Board of India Act 1992, that is called SEBI. This act established the Securities Exchange Board of India, SEBI, as the regulatory authorities for the securities market, promoting investor protection and development of the market. So SEBI is a very important segment in the corporate law. So friends, I will tell you one thing here. I am going to promote one course on these 43 corporate laws with detailed key features and with detailed regulations. Okay. And I will share you the course link, and I will conduct that course lively on coming 14th and 15th of December. So you can take participation in that live course also. 2 days course will be there, 2 hours every day on Saturday and Sunday. And we will cover all these 43 laws, and we will cover its key features. We will cover their regulation also. For example, SEBI. SEBI law is not sufficient to understand. With regulations we should understand. And SEBI regulation is more than 5. Insolvency regulations are more than 5, more than 7 somewhere. FEMA regulations are more than 8. Sometimes 17 regulations. Company law, more than 10 regulations are there. So understand that law with their regulations is very important. So we can provide you the detailed information in that course, and we are creating the link of that course, but videos are not available at present because we are recording this program now today, 2nd December 2024. Okay. And now we have created link of that program, but live session I will take on 14th and 15th. Then we will segregate into different videos, and we will put that videos on that platform, on app. And then lifetime you have the access of that program. Lifetime you have the access. Lifetime you can watch that videos, you can access the study material, you can access the case, access the laws, all PDF laws, everything you will get. And cost of that particular course is only 200 rupees, friends. Original cost is 500, but discounted cost is only 200 rupees. If you subscribe that, so then what is the benefit for you? 14th and 15th December, you will be witnessed lively. Okay. And after that, we will segregate into different videos and put on the platform. And that platform is permanently for access, in access for you. So that is the benefit. And this benefit permanently you will get only in how much rupees? 200 rupees. So keep in mind. And link, we will share that link in the description box also, and we will share that link by personal WhatsApp also. But remember that videos on that course platform are not available now, but you have to subscribe that so that we can invite you on 14th and 15th December program, and then you can get access after that, because on 14th and 15th we will record the program on Zoom, and then we will put that program. So we'll require 1 month, one more week, and after 21st December, then that will be available for anybody. Then all other persons onwards 21st December who will be subscribing that so they can get access of that all videos and all study material also. But they will not get the access of this live session. So live session access is only on 14th and 15th December 2024. So link, I will share you that, and you will enjoy that program. Okay. Now, next, security number 8, Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956. It regulates transactions in securities, providing legal recognition to stock exchanges and ensuring the smooth functioning of securities trading in India. So, Security Contract Regulation Act was already into existence, but even though government have to create a SEBI in 1992 because of Harshad Mehta, that Harshad Mehta fraud incidents. So SEBI was come into existence at that time, and this is strengthened. So SEBI is the regulation authority, regulator of the security market. That is shares, debentures, which company are releasing in IPO and maintaining after that also. So SEBI is a regulating authority. So Securities Contract Regulation Act was a basic act of after independence, 1956. It regulates transactions in securities, providing legal recognition to stock exchanges and ensuring the smooth functioning of the securities trading in India. But implementing authorities was not there at that time. So that strictly insider trading like that. So insider trading, there are my books on Supreme Court case laws on insider trading on Amazon and Flipkart. You can watch that. More than 60 books I published on Supreme Court case laws with the grace of Lord Krishna. And so that books are available on Amazon, Flipkart. Just put a Jayprakash Somani books, you will get my books. But why is this insider training and all are happen even though this Securities Contract Regulation Act of 1956 was there? Because regulatory authority was not there, no proper regulator there. So government, after the fraud of Harshad Mehta, incidents of Harshad Mehta, then government has strengthened and formed this SEBI, okay, Securities Exchange Board of India. And now this is a very, very in multi-dimensional, they are keeping watch on that, and SEBI Tribunal is there, SEBI Appellate Tribunal is there, and after SEBI Appellate Tribunal, cases are coming to my court, Supreme Court. Okay, so this is the explanation for the Securities Contract Act Regulation Act 1956. Then 9, National Company Limited Acquisition and Transfer of Undertaking Act 1980. This Act facilitates the acquisition and transfer of companies undertaking in cases of public interest, providing a mechanism for the takeover of sick industrial companies. To take over sick industrial company and for public interest to take over the private companies also. Okay, so that should be available very easily. So this act was come into existence, and after that then bank mergers, bank like that all happens. Nationalization of bank was happen, nationalization of companies was happen at that time. And then 10 Consumer Protection Act 2019. This act aims to protect consumers' rights and interest, providing mechanism for addressing grievances and promoting fair trade practices in the marketplace. So due to Consumer Protection Act, our consumer court system is established in India. Okay, this act was come earlier also. This is a revised enactment 2019. So District Consumer Forum, State Consumer Forum, National Consumer Forum. So all these consumer forums are based on this Consumer Protection Act. Then Act number 11, Indian Bill of Lading Act 1856. This is related to export-import business. When you are exporting the goods or when you are importing the goods, that time you have to put that goods on the ship or air cargo or truck if you are sending that goods to nearby countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, where road access is there. So in that circumstances, you can have the bill of lading. Bill of lading means a receipt given by the shipping company. Okay, document providing by shipping company after shipment of that goods. That is called bill of lading. So law related to bill of lading is a pre-independence law. 1856. This act regulates the rights and liabilities of parties involved in shipping goods, specifically addressing the bill of lading, which serves as a document of title. Then 12, Factories Act 1948. This act regulates labor in factories, aiming to ensure workers' health, safety, welfare through various provisions pertaining to working conditions and rights. Third, Industries Development and Regulation Act 1951. It provides a framework for the planning and development of industries in India, focusing on regulation and development of specific sectors. 14. Interstate Corporation Act 1957. Interstate Corporation Act 1957. This act regulates the establishment and functioning of corporations that operate in multiple states, ensuring compliance with state-specific laws. Then Act number 15, Cost and Work Accountants Act 1959. This is a ICWA. This is related to the ICWA degree holder. So ICWA degree Institute of Cost and Work Accountant. Okay, so that all conducted under this law. This act established the Institute of Cost Accountant of India, regulating the profession of the cost and management accounting to improve financial transparency. And this is the toughest examination, like charter accountant, like that. Act number 16, Companies Secretaries Act. This is CS 1980. It regulates the profession of company secretaries in India, establishing the Institute of Company Secretaries of India to uphold the standards of corporate governance. Act number 17, Foreign Trade Development and Regulation Act 1992. This act facilitates and regulates foreign trade in India to boost exports and efficiently manage trade practices. Recently, I have conducted one webinar, 15 leading judgments on FEMA like that. So FEMA is related to foreign trade. Okay. So only law is not important, friends. With the law, it's a regulations, rules and regulations are very important into day-to-day practice. If you want to give the consultancy to any export-import businessman, then you should be a master with regulation. If you are chartered accountant, or if you are only a plain commerce graduate also, or any graduate also, you can give the consultancy to exporter, importer. But if you should have the mastery on the Foreign Trade Development Regulation Act also, which regulation also, and connected act which is related to foreign trade, like a custom, like a FEMA with regulations there. And this is my initiation now. Henceforward, whatever age I remain, I balance in Supreme Court, because I am now running 61. So whatever age I will get small courses on all that with regulations, everything small on it, and very less amount. So, and lifetime access. What is the definition of a lifetime? Till our app is into existence. Okay, till that app is existence, you can access that law. So many courses are there on export import business also. So many already courses on SLP drafting like that also. Legal courses are also there on our app. So you will get the access of app and how to download that app. Everything you will get in description also, and you will get in personal mail also. Then Special Economic Zones Act 2005, SEZ. This act provides for the establishment of the special economic zones. How China developed? China developed because of SEZ. Special economic zones, special economic carried on. So on the same platform, we started this few years back, and Special Economic Zone Act was enacted by the Parliament and come into existence. And this act provides for the establishment of special economic zones to promote exporters and economic development through incentives and infrastructure support. Then 18, Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises Development Act 2006. It aims to promote and develop micro, small and medium enterprises in India through fiscal and non-fiscal measures for their growth. Fiscal means economic. So economic and non-economic growth. So to support them, to support the MSME. So MSME Act comes to you into existence. So when you are entering in corporate law field, you should know everything related to the corporate. Corporate means not a big companies only, not only public limited companies only. Corporate law means which are registered under LLP also, under a Companies Act also, private limited company, small company, one person company also come into corporate. So many MSME are corporates. Many MSME are proprietary also. Okay, but MSME are mostly corporates. So all matter related to MSME is covered under this act. Then number 20, Warehousing Development and Regulation Act 2007. This act provides a regulatory framework for warehousing services, promoting the efficient storage of goods and securing the interest of depositors. With the grace of Lord Krishna, I am also a panel lawyer for Supreme Court of India for Central Warehousing Corporation. Then next law is 21, Tribunal Reform Act 2021. This act reforms the structure and functioning of various tribunals in India, enhancing the access to justice and improving the efficiency of dispute resolutions. Okay. Don't see your watch, friends. 20 minutes pe khatam ho gaya kya? Don't. That is just for your attraction. Okay. Give me time. Thoda time zyada. Ha. If you deduct my extra explanation from this, then definitely 2-3 line and the name of act will definitely cover. You can count in 20 minutes. But to give satisfaction to you, that is my main motivation. Not my main motto or ego to cover that only in 20 minutes. No. So if you deduct my extra explanation from that, then you will come to that in 20 minutes only. So I'm giving you extra explanation, so extra time is required. Then 22 Foreign Exchange Management Act, that is FEMA, 1999. It regulates foreign exchange transaction, promoting orderly development and maintenance of foreign exchange market in India. So this is very important law related to export import. Then 23 Banking Regulation Act 1949. This act regulates the banking sector in India, establishing a framework for the operation of banks and ensuring the safety and depositors' interest. And when you learn this Banking Regulation Act, friend, with its rules and regulations, okay, that time you can give your consultancy to banks also. Service consultancy also, or you can give that creative consultancy also. Service matter also you can solve off any bank. So this is the strength of the knowledge. 24. The securitization and reconstruction of financial asset and enforcement of security interest act 2002. This is called SARFAESI Act. Short, SARFAESI Act. This act provides a mechanism for securitization of financial assets and effective enforcement of securities interest to help financial institutions recover dues. What is exactly law? This law? Say, suppose one bank is giving loan to anybody. Suppose SBI is giving housing loan to different people. Okay, commercial loan to different people. But recovery, everything. So securitization companies is taking all their loans to them. That is called securitization, and they will look after the recovery and everything. So bank need not to pay the attention for recovery. Okay, so some percentage of profit is sharing between SARFAESI companies and bank also. And many bank has created their own infrastructure. SBI has created their own SARFAESI companies to take care of the recovery of the loans. So this is the law. This comes to existence, and our economic development, our economic growth happens because this SARFAESI Act. This act was enacted in 2002. 25 Prevention of Money Laundering Act. You will surprise how this is in corporate law. Okay, because this is related to criminal law. This is, yes, when I will give you the guidance on criminal law bunch, I will cover definitely this law there also. But many corporates are involved in the PMLA matters. So this Prevention of Money Laundering Act is also corporate law. This act combats money laundering by establishing procedures for the investigation and prosecution of offenders, enhancing the transparency in financial transactions. So ordinary police is not taking the cognizance of PMLA and FEMA Act. So PMLA and FEMA is always enforced by ED, Enforcement Directorate. So Enforcement Directorate is police for PMLA and FEMA Act, like that. There are small videos also, so many more than 300 videos you will find on YouTube, which are free of cost, but on app you will find my courses are there. Okay. And whatever courses, my export import courses, what were earlier few of them, I reduced that. When as soon as I completed my 60 years now, I reduced my all fees there on app. So you will find all my courses are very, very less amount and lifetime access for any videos there. Okay, next. 26 Central Board of Direct Taxes Validation of Proceedings Act 1971. So it validates certain proceedings for the Central Board of Direct Taxes to ensure legal compliance and continuity in tax administration. You know, in our country, there are two types of tax, a direct tax and an indirect tax. Direct tax, which is directly applicable to the public, like Income Tax Act, like that, and which is indirectly applicable to the company, like GST, like that. Indirectly, whether you are ready to pay or not, it is you have to pay that, because it will come into bill when you are purchasing fridge, when you are purchasing any television from any shops. So he is creating invoicing including GST. When you are going in restaurant, you are paying GST. So these are called indirect taxes. Okay. So Direct Central Board of Direct Tax and Validation Proceeding Act 1971. This is this law. Then 27, Income Tax Act 1961. My guru Nani Palkiwala was very expert man in income tax. He was used to take the lectures of the after the budgets, and you can't believe, on Wankhede Stadium in Bombay, Kolkata, Delhi, big stadium. On that big stadium, that lecture was happening. If you search Nani Palkiwala lectures on income tax, you will find some lectures video at that era in 1990, 1981, 1980, 81, 82, like that. So video quality is a little bit, you will find low, but his speech, his clearance, and Nani Palkiwala's main dedication is in Keshwananda Bharati case, because of the basic structure doctrine come into existence, and we can protect our democracy properly. We can protect our constitution because of this doctrine of basic structure due to Keshwananda Bharati case. So this is a special contribution of my guru Nani Palkiwala. There are so many works he have done in his lifetime. So we are running this Nani Palkiwala National Law Club all over India, and we are providing these seminars, webinars for these our legal fraternity, legal law students also, and the legal abiding citizens also who loves to know regular update in law. Then 28 number, black money. Income Tax Act 1961, small explanation is balanced there. This comprehensive act governs the taxation of income in India, outlining the legal framework for the assessment, collection, and management of income tax. 28, black money and disclosed foreign income and assets and imposition of Tax Act 2015. This is new act. This act addresses the issue of undisclosed foreign income and assets of Indian residents, imposing the penalty and taxes to curb black money. 29, Digital Personal Data Protection Act 2023. This act established a legal framework for the protection of personal data, providing the rights to individual and responsibilities to data processors. 30, Information Technology Act 2000. It governs electronic transactions and cyber crimes, facilitating the digital commerce while providing a legal framework for the acknowledgement of electronic records and signatures. 31, Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996. This act provides for the arbitration and conciliation process in India, offering an alternative dispute resolution mechanism to settle commercial disputes. So arbitration and conciliation is very important corporate law, friends. So it covers international also or national also. If Arbitration and Conciliation Act is not there, and arbitration system was there, then as a lawyer you cannot do any international practice. But due to Arbitration Act, international arbitration matter, you can appear and you can initiate your international legal practice also. This is a special law. And you will find my Supreme Court case laws also, books on that, many videos on that, and I will take separate session on Arbitration and Conciliation Act, and I will create a separate courses related to regulations, everything, and from drafting to from complete finalization of that award. Award means judgment of that arbitration tribunal. Arbitration tribunal award judgment is called award, arbitral award, like that. So this is very important law. This act provides for the arbitration and conciliation processes in India, offering an alternative dispute resolution mechanism to settle commercial disputes. Half of this act is related to Indian arbitration and half of act covers the international arbitration also. 32 India International Arbitration Center Act 2019. This is just established in India, in Delhi. This act established an international arbitration center for facilitating arbitration proceedings, promoting India as a preferred hub for dispute resolutions. So earlier, world was focusing only Singapore, then Dubai, then UK, then USA, then Japan for arbitration matter. But now, India is also focusing for arbitration, international arbitration. So international arbitration sits now happens in India also. So after the enactment of this act, friends. 33 Essential Commodities Act 1955. This act aims to ensure the availability of essential commodities and prevent their hoardings and black marketing by regulating their production, distribution, and price. This is Essential Commodities Act. Then 33 Indian Contract Act 1872. This is very important law for corporates because every agreement, every national, international, whatever your agreement or whatever your contracts are there, so all are covered by Contract Act. This fundamental act governs contracts in India, outline the principles of contract formation, enforceability, and liabilities arising from agreements. Number 34, Intellectual Property Laws. These laws including Patent Act, Copyright Act, Trademarks Act, Design Act, Protection, Intellectual Property Rights, fostering innovation and creativity in various fields. 35, Minimum Wages Act 1948. This act seeks to ensure fair wages to workers by setting minimum wage standard to prevent exploitation and enhance their economic condition. When you are giving guidance to the corporates or when you are giving guidance to the labor associations, so your mastery on labor laws is very essential. Now, India has recently enacted four labor law codes, but they have not yet notified. So, unless and until they notified, these earlier law are into existence. And after notification also, this earlier law will repeal. But for lawyers, we have to keep touch of these earlier laws also, at least for 20 next years. For our court also, mainly for High Court and Supreme Court lawyers, they have to get in touch to this law after repealing also for 20 years, near about, because appeals are coming on that particular law, and till the disposal of that appeal on that particular law, we have to use that law. So this is the effect. So similarly, as BNS has now enacted, then notified, then BNSS also notified, then BSA also notified. But even though IPC, CRPC, we have to give the attention for next 10 to 15 to 20 years. Because of earlier cases, we have to complete according to that law. Then 36 Employee State Insurance Act 1948. This act provides for social security and health insurance to employees in the organized sector against economic risks and health issues. 37. The Commercial Courts Act 2015. It establishes commercial courts to expedite the resolution of commercial dispute, ensuring faster, efficient, and specialized adjudication. 38. Employees Provident Fund Act 1952. This act provides for the establishment of Provident Fund scheme for the employees of a certain establishment, ensuring their financial security post-retirement. So due to these laws, our labor and employees are very protected, friends. So when you are the human resource consultant of any company, then you have to take care of these laws. So HR managers or HR advisor, advising and you can advise to labor union also. So all these are related to corporates. 40. The Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. This act mandated the payment of gratuity to employees upon termination of employment, ensuring financial support for employees after years of service. 41. Goods and Service Tax Act 2017. This act introduced a unified tax regime in India by submitting various direct taxes, simplifying the tax structure and promoting ease of doing the business. Friends, two things have changed our country recently. One is GST. Due to GST, different regime, different speed we have taken in economics. And second, tribunalization. Different because of the different tribunals, like for company law, NCLT is there. For central government services, CAT is there. Okay, for SEBI tribunal is there. So separation is there. So civil court burden was reduced there. Only property matter like that matter are now coming into civil court. But otherwise, DRT matter, debt recovery tribunal like that. 72. Intellectual property, goods and service tax explanation, a little bit balance there, I think. This act introduced an unified tax regime in India by submitting various indirect taxes, simplifying the tax structure and promoting ease of doing business. 42. Intellectual property 4 laws. Patent Act 1970, Copyright Act 1957, Trademark Act 1999, Design Act 2000. And 43. New 4 labor law codes. Code of Social Security. You will find my separate webinar on that, already uploaded on YouTube. You will find on whatever on YouTube is there, that is free of cost. And whatever on my app is there, so some part on app is free, but some part of app is only subscribed. Because unless and until you give the money, you cannot take it seriously. Okay. And or study material, everything we get. Suppose when this video is on YouTube, you will not get my this structure, this PDF file, everything you will not get. But when I will put this video and this PDF, everything on my app, and I will keep charge of nominal amount, something, suppose 50 rupees. Okay. That time it is very easy to go inside, pay 50 rupees, then you can take this, then you can access that video also for lifetime. So that facility is there. But for YouTube is a different platform. So YouTube, we have kept all these videos on free of cost. So you will find my more than 1 hour webinar on Code of Social Security 2000. Then Occupational Safety, Health and Workers Working Condition Code 2020. Then Industrial Relation Code 2020 and Code of Wages 2019 aimed to streamline and consolidate various existing labor laws into a simplified framework to enhance workers' rights and compliance. But this law had passed by the parliament. Okay, it is enacted also, but it is not notified. So after notification, its implementation will be done by the government. So friends, let me remind you, all this corporate law, we are going to conduct one course, okay, and the live recording of that course today is 2nd December 2024. This is our introduction session. Live recording we are taking on 14th and 15th of December. So we have already on app created that course. We will send you the link. You just subscribe that link. At present, videos are not available there because we have to shoot that video on 14th and 15th December. But if you are subscribing before that, on 14th and 15th of December, before that, if you are subscribing that 2-3 days before or today, nominal charges, only 200 rupees you have to pay. Then we will send you the link and everything of this 14th and 15th program. Then on 14th February, live, you will be there. You will be witness to listen my live there. And after that, we will segregate that particular and then put on that particular app. And then after that, then suppose anybody is watching my this video after 31st December 2024, okay? Suppose from 2025, 1st January 2025, if anybody is watching, so already that course will be into existence, okay? Then, but till that time, it is in your hand to come and witness live program also. So this is the from my side, and I just hand over to Manoj to conclude this session. Manoj, you can unmute yourself now and conclude this program.
Thank you very much, sir, for such a detailed list of corporate laws that we have covered, which can be used either in a proprietary firm or it is a LLP or it is a company. These laws can be used anywhere. Thank you all the participants, and hope all will join on the 14th and 15th for the live session and get more insight of the laws. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, friends.
नमस्कार, मैं पूजा राय आपको एडवोकेट जयप्रकाश सोमानी जी का थोड़ा सा परिचय करके देती हूँ। जयप्रकाश बंसीलाल सोमानी सर्वोच्च न्यायालय में अधिवक्ता हैं। 12 जूनियर के साथ वो लॉ फर्म चलाते हैं, जिसमें 5 AOR हैं। सोमानी जी भारत के हर राज्य और केंद्र शासित प्रदेश के मैटर बखूबी हैंडल करते हैं। सुप्रीम कोर्ट केस लॉ के ऊपर उनकी 61 किताबें प्रकाशित हुई हैं, जो Amazon और फ्लिपकार्ट पे अवेलेबल हैं। लिंक आपको नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन में मिल जाएगा। भारत के लगभग सभी हाई कोर्ट और डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट के अधिवक्ता इन किताबों का उपयोग करते हैं। अगर आपको सोमानी जी की गाइडेंस अच्छी लगती है तो नीचे कमेंट बॉक्स में जरूर लिखें और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर करना ना भूलें। हाँ, अगर आपने चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो सब्सक्राइब कर लें और बेल आइकन को दबाना ना भूलें, ताकि हमारा कोई भी नया वीडियो आता है उसका अपडेट आपको मिल सके। जय हिंद।